each category. So, okay, now let's move to the part where we want to actually know you better and figure out where you guys are from and what is your background. So let's move on with the first question. Please open the works up and answer which country you are coming from. Now, before you guys answer, I'd like to mention that actually projects from over 50 countries participated in this year's competition. And guess which one was the most active one? That was Bosnia. Exciting. How cool is that? Okay, I can see some results. We have Slovenia, we have Earth, fantastic. Portugal, Austria, Lithuania, Estonia, Slovenia, again, Italy, Romania, pretty cool. We're a very international crowd here. Okay, let's move on with the next question. So please tell me, what is your background? Okay, what is your background? Where are you coming from? I know we have some people representing youth organizations and some national agencies and so on. Okay, we have lots of youth organizations tonight, and youth workers, and national agency representatives. Okay, cool. So for those of you who don't know, there is a great source of knowledge available to you through the participation resource pool by SALTO. I would like to mention the website where you can find all the information. That is participationpool.eu. Do check it out. There's lots of useful information there about SALTO and how it can help you with all kinds of training tools and best practices to make your own project better. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Let's see. Right now, I'd like to ask if you ever participated in any youth projects. Let's see. Give me an answer. Yes? No? Okay. Most of you have. That's fantastic. So you do have some experience. For those of you who have not, though, but do have some cool ideas, again, participationpool.eu is a place to go to. There is a new product that's recently launched by SALTO called Youth Participation Toolkit. That is a big practical guide for any youth worker that wants to find all kinds of practical information and just bring the project to the next level. Do check it out. That is participationpool.eu. Okay? Now, let's move on to the next question. Let's see, what do I want to know? Okay, let's be creative now. Let's have some fun. Since everybody, or pretty much everybody here knows what SALTO is, give me just one word that describes SALTO in the best possible way. Just one word. I'm seeing some really exciting ones. World networking, empowering, participation, well, obviously, amazing inspiration. Cool, let's keep up the spirit and let's, make sure we really do experience it tonight. Amazing, inspiration, world, impact. Okay, as we are moving on with our program, I would like to also let you know that SALTO has a flagships project collection. That is where some of the best projects are located. You can go check it out, again, on participationpool.eu. And there is a way to get to that flagship collection. So the winners that we are going to announce tonight are going to be listed there. But if you believe that your project is outstanding, talk to your national agency. They can nominate you for this particular collection. Now, these are like the best examples of youth projects, so it is pretty cool to be on that list. Let's keep it that way. Okay, the final question. Describe, what do you expect from this event in one word? Let's imagine and dream and set up some expectations. Okay. Fun and inspiration, community, youth, exciting, yes, fantastic. time. Win. Okay, some teams are excited to win. Yes, we are excited too. Cool. All right, that was fun, guys. I see that we have about 36 words over here. How cool is that? Okay. Thank you very much for being active. We are going to run a few more sessions like this throughout the event, but right now is time to jump into some serious discussions. Let's learn a little bit about leadership tonight. I would like to invite on stage the core team of SALTO Awards 2021. That is Alexandra, Alejandra Milica, and yes, excited. And Kadri. Okay, let's invite them on stage. Okay, so we're back. We have 4 people from SALTO team, and in fact, 1 person is joining us online. Barbara, hi. Please say hi. Please unmute yourself so we can hear you better.
Hi, yeah, a lot of greetings from Vienna. I'm basically Georg, yeah, you have to be happy with me today because Georg
Yes.
is
Well, let's start with you. Please say a few words about who you are and what's your background.
My name is Barbara Glitis. I work for the youngest SALTO team, which is the SALTO European Solidarity Corps Resource Center. We support the implementation of the European Solidarity Corps. I myself have been a volunteer, a mentor, so I have gone through all the experience also myself, and therefore I'm very passionate about volunteering.
Thank you very much. How about you guys? Let's start with the brief introductions. Alejandro, how about you start?
You can call me Alex.
Thank you. Okay, Alex.
Yeah, my name is Alex. I work for SALTO Participation Information, as you know. My background, I started with education, formal education. Then I moved on. I worked a lot as volunteer, did many youth exchanges, many training courses, and then worked as project manager in the field of youth participation, and somehow ended up in Estonia, and I'm happy about it.
Cool.
I don't know after winter, but for now, yes.
Yes, Melika.
Hello, internet world. My name is Melika, also working for SALTO PI, but previously I've been a youth activist, environmental activist, working with communication, campaigning, and when it comes to the youth projects, then my background is also in campaigning for lowering the voting age for something. So I'm really rooting for all projects, and it brings me good memories of kicking things going and really making a change.
Yeah. Hi, Alexandra Mangos here. I'm basically coordinating this whole event as a project manager, and I also take care of a few other things that SALTO is doing. So it's my honor today to have this event finally become a reality. And my background is in media information literacy. That's where I've got my master's degree. And also, I've been researching in this field for a little while before I joined SALTO, and also helping the program, MIL program at SALTO started. So, yeah, let's give the word to Kadri.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. It's nice to be here, and I hope you will enjoy this event. I'm Kadri, and I also work for SALTO Participation and Information. I'm a coordinator, and my working field is digital transformation. My background is engineering and activism, And I'm always trying to combine the technology and the humanity and find how it correlates.
Thank you. So I see there's diversity in this team in terms of backgrounds. So this is the project you've been working together for quite some time. How does leadership work within your team? Did you have one leader? Was everyone a leader of their own part? How did it work? Tell us.
That's a controversial question, I think.
Be direct.
I don't know. Who would like to start?
I think our approach has been always very focusing on, in a way, like equal shared leadership. We agree who is in which role when we start each project. So it is always changing, the dynamics are changing. Sometimes it is, of course, also difficult, but we are usually, I would say, actually always getting to the decision on how it should work, and we have a lot of proactivity. Someone will take the project and take it further, and I think it's quite a living organism in a way.
Yeah, because in a way, your team is a little bit like the teams that we will be seeing tonight, like quite diverse in backgrounds, but still working on the same project. Okay.
That's true. When I joined the team just in April this year closely to be working on making youth participation visible, I realized that there's a lot of self-leadership needed in each of us inside the team, and I think that really is what's making it all work, because we do have very different responsibilities and a lot in our hands. Week in and week out, and it's just very important to set your own goals, also make them, how to say, not reasonable, but like
Attainable.
Yeah,
Yes.
be realistic about what you can do, and also trust each other. I think that's very important in our team, that we can really openly say what's going on and discuss what are the best ways maybe we can help each other. So I'm feeling that we are very close, and there is not anybody, not one person like sort of pulling everything to themselves. So I think it's very important, the balance and the trust.
I like that balance, trust, living organism. I believe, like, when we think about leadership in 2021, that is pretty much how it should be. Like, we are no longer, working in this kind of triangle-like organizations with one person telling everybody what to do. It's pretty much, being your own leader, as you said. Melika, do you agree? Does this work for you, this kind of approach?
Yes, I do. And when we are talking about what's relevant for leadership, there are many things, many aspects, but I think the whole SALTO network is also a little bit like that, because there are 7 resource centers in the SALTO family. Each of them are responsible for their own mission. European Solidarity Corps Resource Center, our closest partner in organizing this event, but also SALTO Inclusion and Diversity, Regional SALTO, SALTO Training and Cooperation. So these 7 little hubs also working together, working individually. So I'm really interested to hear if Barbara's work culture is different in her team.
Yes,
Please. We are, of course, embedded in a bigger structure, but our team consists of 3 people. So we are Romina, Georg, you met him on a picture, and me. And I think from what we benefit is we have inside of the team, we have, of course, a flat hierarchy, because, we are just 3. And I think we benefit because we are very different. We bring different things, different qualities, and we complement each other. And sometimes, that clashes, of course, but always something fruitful comes out of it. So we also allow these conflicts, which I think is also a quality in a team, and maybe also in leadership, to allow to have conflicts as well, not always to have the beautiful things in there.
Right. So if you to narrow it down to one word, what would that be? What would leadership be to you personally? Give me one word.
I think for me, really honestly, the biggest leadership quality is to inspire someone. Also, when looking a bit in the word inspire, it means like in spirit. It comes from in spirit, and it's not the same like motivation. It means that the inspiration comes from inside. It steers your heart, your spirit, and also your mind, while motivation is something coming from the outside. So I think really to inspire others. That also really related a lot with the projects we had a look on, because they also were led by teams. That they were really inspirational, and I think that's one of the biggest leadership skills for me personally.
Certainly, I believe we'll be inspired big way tonight. Alex, what is it for you?
Well, I would say, based on everything they said and so wonderfully said, I would say, can I just do a little bit of cheating and say kindness and love? Or both.
Very important
I don't know how to put them together,
yes.
But I think when you love what you do, you inspire and you also feel inspired, but you also trust. And one thing I learned from this team is that to feel trusted and to give back this trust. Go and do the way you feel it's better. Go do and do it according to your own truth. I trust you. And just this, for me, was kind of a real feeling of love and kindness to hear these words.
Beautiful, thank you. Alexandra, what is it for you then?
Well, although I did already mention trust and balance, to me it all unites under the word, I would say, care. I think good leader, or anybody actually on the team has to care. First about the things they're doing, and then, of course, for the other people. So, that would be my 2 cents to add.
Melika?
I pick creativity because never in any project go things always as you plan them. You can be a perfect planner, but then life hits you, and then creativity and fun and looking for new opportunities, new approaches, new ways of doing things becomes really essential. Plus, it can improve the fun feeling of the team. So creativity for me.
Beautiful. Kadri?
Well, I think I agree with all of you, and maybe we'll bring a touch in with the word integrity as being value-driven, being honest. This is one thing that we always try with our team as well, that we agree before we have a meeting to approach things through honesty, even if they are difficult. And in a way, I see it also as being integrated, that your feet and your heart and your mind are all going in the same direction. So it is easier for everyone involved to understand where to go. Everybody feel more safe. So this is what I would like to bring to the table.
Amazing. So we have mentioned things like inspiration or ability to inspire, integrity, care, kindness, and creativity. And there was a poll on the background. So those of you who haven't voted yet, please go ahead and pick the quality that resonates with you the most, that you believe that any good leader, especially in the field of youth work, should have. Right now, the ability to inspire is the #1 choice. 10 people voted for it. Barbara, I think you mentioned that ability to inspire. Are you here? Do you want to add a few words about that? How do you think that works in practice in the best possible way? How do you inspire people you work with so they carry on and continue the job that you do together?
Yeah, I can. I'm not sure if I inspire. I hope. But in general, I think that leaders who have an inspiration approach, they are value-driven, they are committed to these values, and they take ethical decisions, even though it's not always easy, and they are not fear-driven. I think a quality which is also in the inspiration is that you as a leader are approachable and inclusive, that you create an environment where everyone is heard, where everyone matters, because I think that's, if you work in a team, you really want to matter, you want to make a good change, and also that mistakes are possible. I mentioned that we in the team do that. Yes, we make mistakes and we learn from it, and it's possible. The diversity I mentioned. So I think that's what it is for me.
Okay, so now it's time to have a look into how this conversation has been nicely visualized by our illustrator, Siri. Time-lapse, please share. Okay. So we've talked about love and kindness. We've talked about the ability to inspire and creativity and trust and balance and shared leadership as an integrity care. Well, there isn't even much to add. I mean, all those qualities are really important, not just in leadership, but just, in each life of ours, like just to make sure we can carry on with whatever we do. All these qualities are super important. Okay, right now, guys, it's time to wrap up and to move on to the next part of our program, where we are going to have a closer look into our nominees and figure out who will be the winner in each of 5 categories. Thank you all. That was Neon Fur, and we are now moving to the official part of SALTO Awards 2021. So, we will have 5 categories, and we are going to start with environment and climate action. Super important topic nowadays. Everyone's talking about climate change. So let's see what we can do to somehow address that issue. I am going to invite our jury member, Ieva Serapinaite. Please join us.
Yes, thank you for the invitation. I'm here. Do you hear me?
Yes, please say a few words about who you are, what do you do, and how did you get into this whole topic?
Yes, my name is Ieva Serapinaite, and I'm originally from Lithuania, from the Baltic states. But I moved to Norway as a student, and now I work as a senior advisor at the Norwegian National Agency, which is Norwegian Directorate for Higher Education and Skills. My first job in Norway was actually being a coordinator for youth projects, and I liked this job so much that I continue to seek opportunities to work within this area. So now I work with Erasmus Plus program, and I am particularly glad to work with the current period of Erasmus Plus, which places such a strong emphasis on inclusion, digital and green transitions, and societal responsibility. So I find this job very meaningful, and I'm very glad to be here.
Thank you very much. So right now we are going to have a look about the top finalists that prepared 1-minute videos for us. Ieva, please stay with us online as we are going to have a little conversation after we watch all 5 videos in the category Environment and Climate Action. So time to find out who the finalists are.
Das Europäische Solidaritätskorps-Projekt Sustainable Entertainment, bei dem 10 Jugendliche aus verschiedenen europäischen Ländern zusammenkommen und versuchen, nachhaltige Unterhaltung für Tiroler Gemeinden zu bieten.
Dieses europäische Sprachengewirr, was da entsteht. Man kann sich mit ganz wenig unterhalten und es passiert ganz viel durch die Sprachkurse, die sie da vor Ort kriegen.
The main objective of the project was to work on a cycling cinema.
Ich habe die Generatoren und die technische Leitung da übernommen.
I made food from ugly or funny vegetables.
We did a lot of things. It was one of the best experiences so far, so yeah.
Ich glaube, dass es ganz gut ist, wenn es Beispiele dafür gibt, wie Nachhaltigkeit funktionieren kann.
Hi, this is Katharina and Martin from 5 Minutes Climate Change, a podcast providing you with tiny knowledge injections about the fascinating world of climates.
We adapt climate science communication for the needs of all the busy bees out there. It must be short, informative, and fun. Therefore, each episode is exactly 5 minutes long.
The climate crisis is the biggest challenge of our time, and in order to make thought-through decisions on climate-related issues, we need to be informed.
We don't point fingers. We showed that the climate crisis is giving us many opportunities for positive change in a forward-moving society.
We missed hopeful climate change communication in the mediascape and filled this gap by experimenting on how to make science accessible in a fun and engaging way. And this is our outcome.
5MCC, your science podcast quickie for short breaks in busy schedules. Made with love and on a voluntary basis by a bunch of young people with different educational backgrounds from Austria and Germany.
I'd like to tell you about an exciting project we ran this summer, Festival of Sustainability, which was a European Solidarity Corps project working with volunteers from the UK, from Italy and from Aruba. the project encouraged young people to spread the message of recycling and sustainability in a local festival, encouraging sustainable living during the festival. And then the most exciting part was at the end of the festival, the volunteers had the chance to collect unused, good quality camping equipment and food from the traders to pass on to local community groups, church groups, homeless projects, and scout groups.
So today we are salvaging all this mess that the people have left around. I was here for 2 weeks. I went first at a festival first and then this festival. We were encouraging people to recycle, to use less plastic, less of everything. So more recycling, and this is how it was at the end of the festival.
Wow, I'm impressed. Yeva, are you with us?
Yes,
So
I'm
we just
impressed
seen,
too.
yes, we just seen 5 really amazing projects that were so different, and I know you had to go through like dozens of applications. Was it difficult to pick those 5?
Yes, it was actually very difficult because the quality of the submitted applications was so high. And we had to read applications and discuss it, and it was really an amazing process.
So among those 5 teams that we've just seen, could you tell us what were like the similarities between them that really made them stand out and make it to the final round?
Yes. I'd like to say that, as I said, all the projects were excellent, very good, and these 5 that we have selected, quite unison, it was a good project idea, high ambitions, and great teams. They seemed like they were excellent role models who inspire other people. And we could see that we could engage, include, and empower and share results. So we managed to shape best practices which could be actually developed and disseminated to other places and countries. And maybe most importantly, they have the ability to create a sustainable and positive change.
Super important. Thank you very much. Are we ready to announce who the winner is? Yeva?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, it's time to announce our first winner, SALTO Awards 2021. Are we excited? Okay. Drums. And the winner is Green Steps. Yay!
Yes.
I hope you're all giving a round of applause to the team. Green Steps. Green Steps, are you with us? Let's see if the team is on Zoom. Yes, hi.
We are very happy.
How are you feeling?
Lydia, Patricia, Christina, and all our volunteers also joining.
Oh, I see there's a lot of you. How are you feeling, guys?
We are grateful and happy.
So do tell us a little bit.
It was very nice to see others also. We are excited right now because we are watching different sides and we try to not make echo. But it was nice to see other projects also. It was very nice that so many people do so many good things. And we as a team, we are happy to know. And also this is done from our community and international volunteers. So it's really teamwork. So thank you for this amazing event.
What do you think is going to be the future of Green Steps from now?
I think we will have more visibility as we are already in the platform, and then more people can join and more people, because during the year we are receiving a lot of volunteers and we have local volunteers. And so we want to inspire more people with our work. So I think now it will be more visible and more people get inspired to do things which is right for our planet and to save our planet together.
Awesome. I'm really happy for you and your team, and I wish you all the best, and I really hope that projects like this, like yours, will succeed in the future.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
let's remind everybody what Green Steps is about. Let's see the video once again. That was Environment and Climate Action category, and the winner was Green Steps. Thank you, Yeva. Thank you, Green Steps. You were amazing. It's time to move on to our next category, that is going to be digital transformation. Okay. Digital transformation part is also super important, right? Among youngsters, all kinds of projects that transform our lives and make it more usable online. Juha Kiviniemi is here with us from Finland. Juha, are you ready?
Yes, and
Yes.
greetings from Helsinki.
Helsinki is here with us. So please introduce yourself and tell us, how did you get into this whole digital transformation field? What's your story?
I work for Verke, which is the Center for Expertise on Digital Youth Work in Finland. And I've kind of, for my whole youth work career, I've been more or less involved in media literacy projects, digital youth work, online youth work, all of this lovely stuff with technology. And that's how I got also, I also got the privilege to be a member of this jury.
Okay, let's talk about the projects. Was it hard for you to evaluate the projects? I know there's been a lot of applications from different countries, and many of them were international. So,
yes, there was
what was your
lovely
experience?
lovely diversity of different kinds of projects. And
Impressive.
while we kind of agreed on the top 5, it was really tough to figure out the actual order of them, because, and also outside the top 5, there were a lot of lovely projects. So it was definitely not super easy.
What do you think were the common challenges that most of the projects had in the process while you were looking at them?
I think it's one thing to do something digital just because COVID happened, but
Right.
then it's another thing to make a practice really digitally transformative, in the sense whether they are able to actually be innovative with the digital technology, whether it's something that can be applied to all fields of youth work and so forth, and whether it tackles the big topics that are emerging currently in Europe. So it's definitely not easy using technology to solve these issues, but a lot of the projects really have done a lot of lovely work around it.
Yeah, it was kind of two-sided street, right? Like on one hand, it did help the digital transformation to interfere with our lives in a deeper way, but on the other hand, for example, for teams that were really international with team members scattered all over Europe and beyond, yeah, it was probably a bit of a challenge to come together and make sure the project will actually come to life.
Definitely.
What do you think united all these teams that you worked with, that you noticed?
I think in all of the submissions, there was really a kind of core of responding to the challenge of having to use digital technology, especially in COVID times, but also outside of COVID times. So that's probably the main unifying factor. And I think almost all of the projects had some kind of level of course, support for youth work goals, like whether, for example, whether the digital technology makes it more inclusive to take part in the projects, or whether it's transferable to other fields of youth work. And all of that stuff was, especially in the top 5 shortlist, it was really present. Of course, all of the things had their strengths and their kind of really top points, like for example, technology being used. Somewhere it was more innovative, and somewhere it was more about using the existing tools for a new thing. But both are equally valid approaches to all of this.
Exactly. Okay, let's have a look at the top 5 teams that made it to the final round. Sorry, nominees. We can see the names of them. So, Juha, by looking at these 5 teams, which one do you think, like, why did the winning team stand out of these 5? What made it really special for you?
I think for me, what did the winning team did best was about taking the technology that they had selected and using that to really address an issue in the youth field, and trying to make it better. And especially I loved in the winning team with how it really ties into other European initiatives as well, like youth goals and the European Youth Program, and it was kind of all there. Personally, if I would have been in that project, it would have been probably super fun to also work in that, and it kind of shows in the written application as well that the people involved seem to really be invested in the thing that they're doing, and that was really a big thing as well. And having a history in youth participation, personally, I really liked that the needs of young people and the participation of young people were really strongly, especially in this proposal, were really central to the whole idea.
Thank you for such a great answer, and thank you for not giving out any spoilers, because right now we are going to see the 1-minute videos from 5 teams, 5 nominees, and I would like you all to guess which one of them is the winner. After we watch the videos, we'll get back with you with Juha and announce who that team is.
Hi, my name is Margo. I'm from Citizen OS, Estonia.
Hello, my name is Raluca and I'm from Romania.
Hello, I'm Monette from Tallinn, Estonia. On the August 17th, 22 people from 5 countries gathered in Tallinn to learn and exchange knowledge about how to design civic engagement projects and what is participatory leadership.
We don't have them right now.
Hi, this is Loredana. I'm from Views International.
easy access to the job market for people with visual impairment via online tools is a 2-year project funded by Erasmus+. Anka from Belgium, Serena and Rob from Italy, and Frasco from Spain has worked during the past 2 years to help myself and my peers to easier get on the labor market. They developed an online platform that helps us to prepare ourselves for an interview and make a CV and an application where the adverts are directly in an easy, accessible format for us, even when we are using assistive technology. Having a job for us is essential, like for anyone else, for our life and for our inclusion in the society.
Reimagining Recognition, a Erasmus Plus Key Action 2 project in the framework of Eastern Partnership Youth Window, was developed by a consortium of organizations from Eastern Partnership country, Moldova, Ukraine, Georgia, Armenia, and European Union country, Lithuania, Finland, and Ireland. All together, we work in order to develop the competencies of youth organization in using, promoting, and maintaining the open badges as a tool for validation and recognition of non-formal education. The most exciting things was that we learned from our colleagues from Lithuania what means open badge and how to use it. And based on this, each of partner organizations developed their own badge system, which help and recognize the activities and competences of young people, of youth workers, teachers, and also other stakeholders.
Aida Šarac, Museum Educator at the National Art Gallery of Bosnia and Herzegovina, ideal creator of Artsy application. We have developed Artsy in order to bring underrepresented group of children with developmental disabilities in the museum. We also wanted to give them a digital didactic tool for alternative interpretations of art.
Hello, my name is Samra Mahmutovic. I'm graphic designer from Sarajevo. I designed this Artsy app. User interface of this app, it's minimalist, symbolic, and friendly in order to satisfy the target group.
Hello, I'm Sarah, the coordinator of the ESC Solidarity Project Group Therapy as a Path to Solidarity, which I run together with our lead counselor Eva and a group of young volunteers. Our main goal is to offer free, peer-to-peer online counseling for young people facing mental health issues, because waiting lines for psychologists in Slovenia are up to 18 months long, while psychotherapy is super expensive. Our idea was to run a free support group by young mental health professionals for young people facing economic obstacles and mental health issues. The COVID preventive measures made it impossible, but the need for mental health support became so much bigger. So we've restructured into free online individual counseling on Zoom, first of its kind in Slovenia, as well as run a social media support campaign by psychology student volunteers. And this shortlist is actually the most exciting moment of our project. We've been working on it for almost 2 years, mostly voluntarily, and recognition means a huge deal to us. Thanks for watching, and I'm wishing the best of luck to all the nominated projects.
Quite a sheer selection of teams here. Again, Juha, are you ready to announce the winner in the digital transformation category?
Yes, I suppose we can't wait any longer. And of course, we have to pick one from the list, unfortunately, although all projects were super nice.
I feel your pain.
So drum roll, or imaginary drum roll at least. 3, 2, 1. The winner is project Reimagining Recognition.
Yay! Round of applause. That is our winner, Reimagining Recognition. Alexandra, anyone from Reimagining Recognition, are you with us on Zoom? Please speak up.
Yeah,
Lots
hi
of you.
everyone.
Yes.
I am so happy to see our project as a winner. I want to say a big thank you to Laimonas, Nereus, Semi, Vitali, Hermine. I am so happy that you are here and together with you we run this project. And I know that this is not just a 2-year project, but we took some new tool in our organization and we are promoting it on the next level on our countries.
So tell me about the story. How did this project came about? Like, what was the source of your inspiration? How did you bring it to life from idea to the actual thing? Do tell us.
A big thank you to Laimonas, because we know that in the Lithuania the open badge system is quite popular and they are promoting it very well. This why knowing that our experience like for the Eastern countries is not so popular to use open badge, and it was an idea to promote this, but firstly to build the capacity of the organization on using this open badge, to know how to create them, and after that to promote and to validate and recognize the learnings of the youth work and youngsters when they are coming to non-formal activities. And now we are so proud that we are often using it, and every time young people are asking, what is our badge? Did you approve it? Do I have it in my phone? And I am very excited of the project.
Cool, thank you very much. Congratulations to you guys. I hope the project continues after the awards and really, really grows into something bigger. Thank you very much. Thank you, Juha. Thank you all. Digital transformation category now has its winner, Reimagining recognition. And we are moving on to the next category that is going to be media and information literacy. I would like to invite Maya to join me. Maya, are you with us?
Hi, Valerie. Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. So I know you have a background that is strongly related to the theme. Please tell us, what was your motivation? Why did you pick this subject to pursue as your life path?
Well, I am a journalism student. I mean, I finished my master's studies now, but in our second year, me and my co-students realized that these little tricks that we are learning, not many people know. And we started up something that I now know was a grassroots mill project. And, you know, fast forward some years, a lot of research on information disorders and fake news specifically. And now I think of myself as like kind of an octopus trying to work with the subject in every way I can, both in grassroots, in academic research, and with SALTO Participation Pool, who I'm representing here tonight, which I'm really proud to be a part of.
So when you were looking at all these projects in your category, what kind of challenges have you noticed that projects had? And what do you think is the best way to tackle those in the future?
So I think the projects that we had this time, as amazing as they all were, they are like really difficult to evaluate in the sense that some projects are really cool for the participants and the facilitators in the present moment. So you get to try out these new mediums, you get new skills, you get to meet new people, exchange knowledge, perfect. But then you have the projects that, you know, for example, working with policies that might not be as spicy to work with in the moment, but that have like really long-term impact and sustainability. So my suggestion would be to try and find a way to kind of get together in the fun, but also find a way to make sure that it's not just a one-year project. I hope none of these that we have in our category will be just for 1 year.
I hope so too. Okay, let's see who the 5 nominees are, and we are going to watch their videos right away.
The InEdu project was run by 7 organisations from Italy, Croatia, Bulgaria, Slovenia and France. The project aimed to promote social inclusion by strengthening media and information literacy. Over 250 students and their teachers got involved in our non-formal education programme. taking part in online and offline, national and international events on topics such as online safety, disinformation or hate speech. At our hackathons, young people developed awareness-raising campaigns, and the winners received help to make their ideas a reality. The project involved many experts who all work together to empower students and build their digital, social and communication skills. The project was funded by the Erasmus Plus programme of the European Union.
Hello everyone, I'm Christina from the Cypress Youth Council, and I will tell you in 1 minute why we need to win the SALTO Youth Participation Award. Firstly, our goal was to build resilience for young people on misinformation and to provide media literacy training for young people, but also to create a toolkit for youth trainers on how to deliver training to young people for media literacy, but also to provide policy recommendations on misinformation and youth. Who was the project core team? Mainly it was the Cyprus Youth Council who was running the project, but also we had different organizations joining to deliver different trainings, and also different stakeholders that were involved in the whole project. What was exciting about our project was that seeing many young people believing that this is the time to stop the spread of misinformation, and how much they needed this training on media literacy in order to develop their skills. It made the project fascinating, and also their enthusiasm on providing concrete policy recommendations in order to foster media literacy and to help stakeholders fight misinformation. That was also very, very, very important to us.
Hello, this is Michael and Laura. We are from Bildungscenter and we're presenting the project Fake Off to you.
Bildungscenter has been in a wonderful cooperation within this project with Italy, Spain, Portugal and Germany.
The main purpose was to teach digital media literacy, which includes the ability to access, analyze, create and use digital media. The special focus was on fake news and evaluating them through critical thinking competences such as questioning ideas and evaluate information. Our primary goal was to create awareness about misinformation and what it does to the people.
The most exciting part within the project was that we really got to work with the target group, the youth workers and especially the youth, to create something for them. We created the app where you can check your knowledge about media literacy.
Thanks for your attention and your support, and all the best to all the nominees. Bye.
Hello everyone. Hello. My name is Nelly. And I'm Diana. And together we are part of DigiYouth team.
We are super excited that our project DigiYouth was nominated for SALTO Awards 2021.
DigiYouth has been one of the most successful projects of APY, promoting media literacy, digital activism and digital participation among young people in Armenia that were most affected by COVID-19 and they were excluded from any type of meaningful participation.
I was engaged in the project as a mentor, and it was my first experience, and it was super exciting because we gave an opportunity to young people from different backgrounds to voice their issues via campaigns.
DigiYouth has successfully mobilized 25 young people from Yerevan and 8 regions of Armenia to build their capacities in media literacy and help them with 2-month mentorship to put their ideas into action through social media campaigns.
Hi, my name is Martha.
My name is Rota.
My name is Victoria.
And I'm Eva. We all met in 2018 at university.
And together we started Medi Prates.
Medi Prates is a youth movement based in Riga, Latvia.
Our goal is to educate young people, to educate youth about media literacy and how to use that in the daily basis.
We teach classes and host events for people of different ages.
And because we're so focused on media and information literacy, we also get to talk about social media,
influencers,
trends, and even algorithms.
The most exciting experience is the possibility of meeting and connecting with the youth.
And teaching them how to use media literacy, how to practice it on their own.
And of course, it's very exciting to be able to take part in different classes and events, to meet other professionals,
and learn new skills of our own.
Very cool videos in information and media literacy category. Maya, you had a really tough time selecting the winner out of all those.
Really, really tough time. And we did actually argue and had to go over time that we were given for our discussion because it was really hard to come to a conclusion.
But in your opinion, that one winning team, what was special about it? What was the quality that enabled it to win?
So to be direct, I have written enough projects to know, and we all know, I think, there's a certain project language, a way to kind of say things in the way that will get you funded. What I really appreciated about the winning project was the actual honest reflection in the proposal. Now, the project itself, of course, was amazing as well. It had everything we want. You know, it has the youth-led, like actually being youth-led, and it had inclusion in a way that none of the others did. But just as a tip for everyone else who is also thinking of, you know, going for it next year or for a next competition, that sometimes going off the regular project language track and just being honest is going to impress so many more people.
Certainly. Honesty, we all appreciate it. So, Maya, are we ready to announce the winning team?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, let's do it. The drums. The winning team in information and media literacy category is going to be. Who do you think that is? Okay, not teasing you anymore, guys. This is DG Youth. Yay!
Oh my God, I'm super excited. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful for your choice. And yeah, and I would like to say big thanks to our team. Some of them were arriving from another training in Georgia, but we made it to be all together and to see this award. Thank you.
So while you're still here with us, please tell us, where did the idea come from?
Well, the idea emerged because it started from COVID, the pandemic, when young people are beneficiaries and also the participants of most of our projects that were not able to have offline meetings anymore, to come to our office, enjoy their usual time together. And we decided to have a project that would enable them to get mobilized in a digital space. But also this was very important project for us because media literacy is really an issue in Armenia. Also cybersecurity and protection of online data. And because we had a war last year, which was really made us into being in very tough times. The pandemic, war, also young people from minority groups, it was really difficult to engage them in some meaningful actions and to bring them all together from the rural areas into an offline space. So we decided to design DG Youth that will raise the awareness of media literacy, but also help them, enable them to make their voices heard through digital media campaigns.
Wow,
so,
impressive.
Let's say the reason was was very sad reason that brought us all together to start this project. But the tools that we gave to young people and also the knowledge of media literacy that supported us a lot also to make our young people, especially the ones from vulnerable groups, to become more aware on how to consume media on Armenian media landscape, which has become really manipulative and full of fake news, but also to become multipliers of change. And as a result, right now, at this current moment, we have another project on media literacy only for young people from borderline villages, and they have successfully completed this training course, got their certificates, and they're waiting for me for the great news upstairs. and I will be delivering them the news that we have won this award. Thank you so much.
Wow, thank you so much. What a story. Wow, thank you, Digi Youth. Thank you, Maya.
Thank you.
We are moving on to the next category in SALTO Awards 2021. And that category is going to be Solidarity and Volunteering. I have Miguel with me on Zoom. Miguel. So I know your entire career has been built around solidarity and volunteering. So when we talk about it, what do we actually mean? Please tell us.
Yes, you're right. I've been a volunteer in the late 97. I was one of the first European volunteers under European Voluntary Service. And since then, my life is a bit confusing between the life itself and the way I express my volunteering needs and the volunteering aspects of it. People need to express, and I often listen to the volunteers I manage. I'm a project coordinator, and I run a youth center and hostel here in Amarante, Portugal. And I often see my volunteers saying that volunteering is the best way to express the best they have inside of them. And this is really amazing to listen. People saying that this is the best way to express myself. And we need to keep developing this kind of opportunities for more and more youngsters to be able to connect and engage with the society they live in, to support the community, the social, cultural, and the green needs of their communities, and in a way to learn more skills, more practices that will help them in the labor market and in the way our world should be built upon values that are fundamental and not just accessory.
I see. So, in your opinion, what do you think is the #1 motivating factor for young people to go down this path, to choose volunteering work? What do you think motivates them the most?
That's a $1 million question, because every time we ask to our volunteers and to volunteers in general why they do it, we have a lot of answers. I would say that there's a selfish way also in the way we do volunteer, because mostly we want to discover ourselves. We want to understand where really we can highlight our potential. But of course, for many, it's really the possibility to support people with fewer opportunities, people with special needs, people that are people, and not only that are environmental aspects, animal care. So there's a lot of topics around our society that are asking for our support, and this is the way for us to express what we have inside of us. That is the good side of the world.
Interesting. And in your opinion, how do we attract more young people to involved in this kind of work, in volunteering work? What are the ways?
For sure, these kind of events like the one we are living today, it's a good way, because we are sharing the best practices and many projects that were developed in the last period, and this is a very good tool to promote it among other youngsters. I would, from my experience in this last 25 years, I would definitely also use the testimonies of the volunteers itself as a very good tool to promote, because I consider myself still a volunteer after so many years. We speak about our project with such passion that it was clear in the precedent participants that were talking that it's the best way to attract new people. Whenever a youngster listens to a live testimony, he really gets touched and he starts thinking to do the same kind of experience.
Yeah, it feels like it is a path of heart, like you need to have some kind of personal reason to get involved in some volunteering work. Okay, so we are ready to see the 5 nominees in the category of Solidarity and Volunteering, SALTO Awards 2021. Let's see their names. We have 5 teams from all over Europe. Let's watch their videos.
Hi, I'm Petra.
And I'm Janez. We run a volunteer center in the village of Kastelec in Slovenia.
Our project Solidarity in Primorska has 2 main goals: to help people in need in our region and to empower young people with fewer opportunities from all around Europe.
During the project, we hosted 26 young volunteers with fewer opportunities from 14 different European countries, and we have accomplished 183 volunteering actions. The work that we've done was from helping people in need to preserving natural heritage in our region.
What I found the most exciting was that we had a lot of fun together and we really learned a lot from each other.
For me, the most exciting thing was the huge amount of work we could accomplish with so many helping hands, and also the look of gratitude in the eyes of the people that we helped.
Thanks for nominating us for the SALTO Awards 2021.
A few young people had the idea to organize a social campaign for animal shelters. Thus, the story began. We applied and got funding from European Solidarity Corps program. The goal of the project was to create conditions of cooperation between youth, deaf community, foreigners, Klaipėda community, and shelters, increase awareness, social responsibility, and solidarity through volunteering in animal shelters. Our core team consists of 5 young individuals from Klaipėda region. Take a look at Tadas and Normanas. The most exciting experience about this project is the friendship of these two fellas. Normanas and Tadas found each other in one of the project activities organized together with the shelter Happy Feets. Tadas brought Normanas home and now they are inseparable friends.
Hello, we are the Tune In Against Violence team from Austria. My name is Johannes. My teammates are Jakob, Lea and Charlotte. We produce podcasts about different topics around violence.
We want to inform people that have been affected by violence and talk about local support services. Additionally, we raise awareness of the different types of violence and victim groups.
By offering different perspectives on violence, we hope to reach potential perpetrators and get them to reflect on the consequences of their actions.
What motivates us most is that we can give a voice to the people who are willing to share the stories with the world. It takes courage to take a stand on violence in public, and we are happy to provide a platform for it.
By this, we hope to do our part to bring more peace to the world.
Hello everyone, we are a youth organization from Lithuania. Our members are mainly from Marijampolė, but also other cities. And we are called Jaunimas yra.
We implemented a project called Impossible. The main goal of the project was to create change in the local community, where we wanted to learn how to communicate with each other, like people with or without disabilities.
Also, during the project, we improved different skills and knowledge. And the most exciting part was to participate in all the process of this project. And we met here different people with diverse experiences. While communicating with each other, we understood that we are more confident to interact with all people. And we believe that the problems analyzed during this project are important to all Europe, and that's why we're happy to share our experiences.
See ya!
See ya! Bye-bye!
So these were the top 5 in the category of solidarity and volunteering. Miguel, was it hard to pick the winner?
Yes, it was. I think it's common to all the groups. Our group jury members were discussing, and I would say that we had some criteria that helped us to define the top 5. But yes, all the projects were quite innovative. We are surprised with such quality in all the applications, the 26 applications we followed. But yes, we always have to choose 5. I usually I'm evaluated, and I'm not an evaluator, so it was particularly hard for me to be part of the jury. But yes, we found a way.
I would imagine so. What helped the winning team to stand out, in your opinion?
I would underline two aspects. First, that either the group of participants or volunteers and the target groups were part of a special needs group. So fewer opportunities, and this is really relevant for the type of projects we were evaluating. And in another way, I would also stress that the fact that the activities that were proposed, they were intergenerational. So they were involving different kinds of groups within the community. So it's really interesting to have this combination.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to pass the ball to you now. So please tell us who the winning team is.
So in my best Italian way, the winner team is Per una vita attiva dei sordi senior.
Yes, thank you. A round of applause wherever you are. Let's support.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Do we have anyone from the team online with us?
Yes, we are there. We are both there. Me and Nicola. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, so please tell us your story.
So it's true that I want to spend a little bit of the time for this project. You know, we use the sign language because we are people. So, and all the people use sign language, also young deaf people use, both of them use the sign language. But they have different kind of life because they are moving in different way. So, for example, young people were in the elder people were in deaf school with deaf people. Now the young people are in school with all the other people. So there's not any more special school in Italy. So also the skills and technology are really different. So we were thinking about how to give them to our seniors, to our parents, the opportunity to have the competence in digital and also to get the knowledge about how was the time, how was the educational depth in that time. So a little bit to exchange between what we have as people in our organization and what they can give us as senior of our community and also for the accessibility, because as deaf people, we also have a lot of accessibility for services and technology, something that really help us to enjoy, to improve our competency. For example, send a video message, have a video call with family, with colleagues. So what's important, give the possibility to senior to use the new device about it.
Right. How big is your team? How many people are working on the project?
Well, it's true that we are really a big number of people because we have a senior also in the team. I think, for example, we have 30 senior that was involved in the activity. And as youth people, we have a lot of youth people. It's true that the team was mainly based of 6 people, but there was a lot of other youth people involving, proponing activity, taking workshops. So yeah, basically we can say that we have a big.
Impressive. I wish a project like that would exist in every country. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miguel, for the insights.
Bye.
Yes, we are moving on to the final category of SALTO Awards 2021. I hope everyone is excited. That is going to be youth participation. And with that, I would like to invite Flavio to join us. Hi, are you with us?
Hey everyone, hello from Porto, Portugal. Great to be here.
Yes, Portugal. Portugal is with us. Flavio, please tell us what is your background and how are you related to youth participation in general?
First of all, I'd really like to congratulate SALTO Awards for making this, which is really excellent. And it's a great opportunity to be here. I'm a youth officer. I work for the municipality of Porto. So I stopped being a young person. I'm 41, and I started being a youth officer, so I continue working in the youth field. I'm married, father of 2 kids, and I've been working with local youth policies in municipalities, developing local strategies, and also working with youth participation, so trying to engage young people in local youth policies.
So you've been looking at dozens of applications this year in the youth participation category. What were the similarities between all those projects? What can you mention?
It was really tough to evaluate the projects because there were so many.
Exactly.
But I would say that all of them actually enforce the idea of youth as an opportunity, which is really excellent. Also being youth-led and creating opportunities for youth participation, so enforcing youth participation. They are always consistent with the principles of SALTO participation strategy, also Erasmus and European Solidarity Corps. And most of them actually try to produce policy change, which is also a big aspect for the jury. And I would also like to remember that I was not the only jury, so this was done also with Christiana, Susanna, Alana, and Anna. So it was a decision by 5. Okay.
I see. Tough decision. All right. Are we ready to see the videos of the top 5 in youth participation category? Yes? Let's see them. 5 nominees, SALTO Awards 2021, Youth Participation.
Hi, this is Julia. And this is Angela from Plan International. And the main goal of our project, Safer Cities for Girls, was to create safer and more inclusive cities for young women through youth participation against street harassment.
Yes, our team was super huge because it's formed by champions of change, youngsters working in equality in the 6 cities, plus people working in research, communication, advocacy, and education and participation.
One of the most exciting experiences of our project was gathering 500 youngsters from Spain and Belgium together to think about recommendations against street harassment in their cities.
And creating in-presence meetings with these youngsters and local authorities so they can share with them their recommendations to make their cities more safe.
Pozdrav svima, mi smo Mlatforma, neformalna inicijativa mladih iz Hrvatske.
Okupili smo se krajem 2019. godine kako bismo podržali ideje, aktivnosti i projekte mladih.
Brojimo 60-ak mladih aktivnih članova zajednice.
Projektom Bez filtera htjeli smo odgovoriti na pitanje ima li aktivizma mladih u vrijeme pandemije.
Stvarali smo angažirane mlade influencere i online aktiviste.
Potaknuli smo mlade da progovaraju o svojim problemima i potrebama.
Teško je izdvojiti jednu najbolju stvar u cijelom procesu.
18 tjedana objava na društvenim mrežama i organiziranje tribine.
Dijalog s lokalnim političarima i kreiranje vodiča za aktivizam mladih.
Bez filtera!
Aim was to involve local youth in the youth-related problem-solving process by promoting key competencies via non-formal educational activities.
We wanted to be an example for young people with fewer opportunities in Georgia or beyond that against all odds and challenge it's possible to set up a youth development center and promote values of youth work.
My name is Aital.
My name is Elcan from Agility Youth Center. I am from Algit.
The most exciting thing in the project was the 3-month program and the community development activities implemented with youth, by youth, for youth.
Social inclusion of people with disabilities through volunteering in Turkish Engelsiz Bayramı, which was developed by System and Generation Association, implemented in Ankara, Turkey, supported by Turkish National Agency under Erasmus Plus program, European Solidarity Corps volunteering project. System and Generation Association through this project aimed at putting into practice the European strategy and building a more participative and inclusive society, raising awareness on the obstacles met by people with disabilities in everyday life. Team of trainers were within the governance of Mr. Gürkan Akçer from Turkey, were Mrs. Esmeralda Kashari from Albania and Mr. Jacopo Cimino from Italy.
Wow, impressive and absolutely inspiring how many cool things young people and youth workers can do to really bring to life some amazing results. Flavio, do tell us a little bit about your evaluation process.
Well, it was a really tough evaluation to actually pick the 5 finalists because we had to drop some projects and they were all inspirational.
Yes.
So it's always a sense of unfairness to drop some, but we actually picked the 5 finalists, and all the projects, they just explore the diversity of youth work and youth participation. So we have local projects, national, international projects, so different dimensions, also different topics, but they all talk about participation, activism, advocacy, digital transformation, inclusion, and above all, trying to enforce youth rights and democratic culture. So it was tough to get the 5 finalists, but then it was really easy to choose the winner.
So do tell us who the winner is.
So I will tell you, just before I'll tell you that, I'll tell you a message from Christiana, which is keep inspiring us for all the future candidates for the bar from 2020 and from 2021 is really high, so keep pushing boundaries, okay? So also there was a big focus on a big issue for us, which is gender balance, and I'm really happy to announce that the winner is Safer Cities for Girls in Belgium and Spain, thanks to Champions of Change.
Yes, Safer Cities for Girls in Belgium and Spain. Angela, Julia, I hope you are with us.
We are.
Yes. So you explained it very well in your team video, what the project is about, but do tell us what kind of plans do you have now when you won the awards tonight? Where do you see your project in the next 10 years?
Yeah, we hope we will expand this idea in other cities bit by bit, and we hope it's a good model to have it in other places in Europe as well.
Absolutely agree with it.
Yes, and we are celebrating a summit in Madrid in the following weeks. So it's going to be also inspiring for the youth and also the public policymakers who are going to attend this meeting to have this prize that we have been awarded with.
Yeah.
I really hope you succeed in that mission. Thank you so much for your work.
We hope you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Safer Cities for Girls in Belgium and Spain. Let's watch their videos once again.
Hi, this is Julia.
And this is Angela.
From Plan International. And the main goal of our project, Safer Cities for Girls, was to create safer and more inclusive cities for young women through youth participation against street harassment.
Yes, our team was super huge because it's formed by champions of change, youngsters working in equality in the 6 cities, plus people working in research, communication, advocacy, and education and participation.
One of the most exciting experiences of our project was gathering 500 youngsters from Spain and Belgium together to think about recommendations against street harassment in their cities.
And creating in-presence meetings with these youngsters and local authorities so they can share with them their recommendations to make their cities more safe.
So, that were our 5 categories and 5 winners of tonight. Green Steps, Reimagining, Recognition, DG Youth, Safer Cities for Girls in Belgium and Spain, and Per una vita attiva dei sordi, Signor. But, as we announce the winners, the awards itself is not over. I have Kadri Maripu here from SALTO Awards team who has a few words to say.
Thank you, Veronica. Well, I'm sorry. Yes, anyway.
I see you have something in your hands right now. Please show us what that is.
Yes, it's a goodie bag. And I just wanted to bring special attention to one team, a library app. which didn't make it to the short list, but it was a very special project in a way that a young person himself saw a need in his local community, and using his skills, his knowledge, he developed an app that supported the work of the local school library. And why this is very special is just that it's solving a problem, and he did it alone, and it helped to solve the problems of the library, improve the communication, and yes, we would like to see more such projects next year as well. And yes, this is a little goodie bag for him. I don't know if he's watching, but thank you for applying.
This is so cool, that how much you can achieve with just one-person team. Impressive. Library app, we want to see more projects like yours. Thank you, Kadri.
Thank you.
Do you have anything to say to our audience now as we're coming to an end with the awards?
Yes, I hope you have enjoyed these awards, and maybe you know some projects in your communities which could be a good examples next year.
Yes, next year, do apply. We are going to be here again in 2022. SALTO Awards is going to continue. And now, since we are wrapping up the awards, I would like to get back to our audience. I hope you're still with us. We are running now a little session with you. So I want to see your answers to, well, it's not really a question per se, but since we started to talk about wishes and future plans, do tell me, what would you like to wish to our winning teams tonight? What would be a special wish for all the winning teams? And not just winning teams, for those that are going to apply next year, or for those that didn't win, what would be your wish for them? Do share your wishes. I'm really excited about the answers. This event has been so inspiring in so many ways. So many teams from different countries. I think we have more than 50 countries represented in top 5 in each category. So yes, that would be, yes. Okay, guys, let's all go to Workshop right now and hit the button called Q&A and share your wishes there. I really want to see them. I really want to see all the wishes that you have for the future teams. You can also go on social media and comment there, but we do prefer Workshop, please. Okay. And while we're waiting for the answers, thank you, Kadri. Thank you for your participation in the awards. I hope you had fun. It was really a pleasure to have you on stage. And again, special mention to Library app. Thank you all. Let's see if we have Barbara now with us. Barbara, are you online?
I am here with you.
Yes, so while we're waiting for the answers, or like the wishes that our attendees and our audience has for the future teams and for the current winners, what would you like to add?
First of all, I would like to share a secret. Now then it's online, it's not a secret anymore, but I'm just jumping from another Zoom. National agencies had an award party with us, so a lot of national agencies were really curious on what is going on, what are really good projects. So I'm a bit winking to Island and to my online colleagues. I would like to say that it was really a very joyful journey. First of all, with SALTO participation, thank you very much. And it was a joyful journey alongside with all the jury. And of course, it was really joyful to dive into, can you hear me?
Do we have anything to show?
Valerie, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. Exciting news, not a secret anymore. What was the most inspiring part for you in this awards?
Yeah, I was just saying, and I think it was not heard, but that it was a super joyful journey alongside with SALTO participation. So really thank you for that. And it was really inspiring to dive into all these projects. What I would like to add is that it was really difficult to choose, and you are truly all winners. When looking back at this year, reading all this project, you couldn't feel that there was COVID. You know, it was really inspiring that there were so many active projects really wanting to make a societal change, to leaving an impact that was a wow. So you're truly all winners. And I would like to add, next year is the European Year of Youth. So please, let's be loud, let's be there. Please send your nominations, and no matter if you win the award or not, it's just great to see that you make a change and make the world a bit better. So thank you for that, and I'm really looking forward to next year's award already now.
Thank you, Barbara. I have very similar feelings to yours. It's really not about the victory per se. It's about, you know, bringing value to the society. It's about working on some cool projects that are inspiring, impactful, and really turn life into better and make the world a better place. Thank you, Barbara, for your participation, for sharing your story with us. I'm starting to see some really beautiful comments from our audience. Everybody's saying that the projects were really nice and amazing, and wish everybody to stay strong and positive and innovative and curious. Guys, I love you all. This is so very beautiful. Beautiful words to everyone, not just the winners. I think we're all winners tonight just because we participated, you know, we just didn't sit still, we were active, so that is really impressive. Okay, now, as I promised you in the beginning, our journey tonight was documented and was really nicely illustrated into a beautiful art piece by Estonian artist Siiri Taimla. So let's see what we've gone through in the last couple of hours. Yes. Thank you, Siiri. We've seen 5 different categories. We talked about leadership. We talked about safety, inspiration, integrity. We looked at different teams that were able to achieve the impossible with just a few people, all those scattered all across Europe, or working together as one team in one place. Still, the results are pretty impressive. Thank you, Siiri. Your work is absolutely beautiful. Please screenshot this piece. We'll be also sharing it with you after the awards. And now we are about to wrap up with the awards. And in the end, here's a little story I'd like to share with you. This is a story about a man who liked elephants very much. And once the man decided to go to the zoo to see the elephants live. And so he came to the zoo and saw these beautiful creatures walking around the zoo, but not really living it towards the jungle. They weren't kept in cages, they weren't kept behind fences. They were just walking in the zoo, but not living it. So he was wondering, why? They're so big, they can simply break through any kind of fence. But they didn't. So he asked the caretaker, why elephants are not leaving the zoo? And the caretaker replied, when elephants were young and small, we used a little rope that helped us to keep the elephants all in one place. We attached them to the leg of an animal, so they were all in one place, and they tended to believe that as much as they pull it, they just can't escape. So they grew up with the belief that they just cannot break through the rope. And that is why they're still in the zoo. With this, I'd like to tell you all, get rid of all the ropes that hold you back. Don't keep any beliefs that tell you that something is impossible. Focus on what you want to achieve, who you want to be. Focus on what kind of value do you want to bring to this world, and you will achieve great results. With this, I would like to thank you for your attention and for your active participation. It's time for me to leave the stage, but before that, I would like to invite on stage the heart and the soul of SALTO Awards 2021. Beautiful, inspiring Alexandra Mangus.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Valerie. Such a great job today. So, it has been 8 incredible months. And no, I'm not talking about the baby I'm bearing. 8 months ago, my team and I started working on SALTO Awards. We took whatever we could learn from the last year's experience and formed a new vision of the event, the one that would fit the new reality we live in today, with the social restrictions, with Zoom fatigue, and many more things that we enjoy lately. To make our vision a reality, we needed great partners, which were the national agencies of Germany, Estonia, Denmark, the Netherlands, Iceland, Lithuania, Spain, Cyprus, Hungary, Croatia, Belgium, Flanders, Portugal, and Austria. Thank you, dear partners, for your help in spreading the word and the calls that returned us over 150 nominated projects across 5 categories. Speaking of which, it's my pleasure to note the great effort and support of our co-hosting partner, SALTO European Solidarity Corps Resource Center. And personally, the sweet lady Barbara Iglaitis, whom you saw today in Zoom, and our longtime Austrian colleague, Georg Feigner. Thank you both for helping us enrich the SALTO Awards with a whole new category of solidarity and volunteering. This meant an open track to over 30 new solidarity projects that chose to join the rally for the award and thus promote the importance of volunteering. Here, I would also like to thank the juries who evaluated projects in this category. Jutta Kivimäki from Finnish National Agency, Melanie Jacobs from European Solidarity Corps and Austrian National Agency, Sabrina Appitz from Berliner Gazette, and Miguel Pinto, last year's SALTO PI Awards winner and our nomination speaker today. But solidarity and volunteering was not the only new category this year. With all the advancements of technology these days, SALTO PI has already been putting a lot of attention to the digital transformation happening around us in the field of youth work. The whole new branch of SALTO PI activities, including mapping useful resources on digital participation, collaborating with subject matter experts, and bringing a digital transformation category to SALTO Awards this year is a job well done, thanks to everlasting energy and perseverance of true transformational enthusiast and advocate, and my dear colleague, Kadri Maripu. Kadri pulled together a great board of juries, whom I also like to thank. Andreas Karsten from Ray Digi, Niels Helsen from Belgian National Agency, Nadia Tiahia from Youth Advisory Committee of EU RED, and Juha Kiviniemi from Verke. Juha, thank you once again for giving an exciting overview of the category teams today. With European Union putting so much priority on the green issues lately, it was inevitable for us that environment and climate action category shall also be introduced to SALTO Awards. Wonderfully led by Georg and Kadri, this category united 4 extraordinary people on its jury board. Esther Valado from NGO Biodiversa, Nicosor Ciobanu from Romanian National Agency, Glindis Virginia Luciano from Young Professionals in Agricultural Development, and our dear speaker, Eva Serapinaite from Norwegian National Agency. Thank you all. At SALTO PI, we say there is no participation without information. The phrase I heard from our Media and Information Literacy Coordinator and Communications Officer, Melika Hirma. With a statement like this, backed by 3 years of hard work developing MIL program for SALTO PI, it goes without saying that media literacy and information skills rank high among our priorities. And I'm very glad that this year SALTO Awards got endorsed by the UNESCO MIL program manager, Alton Grizzle, stepping in as a member of the jury board, alongside with Lotte Campius from European Youth Press, Laura Lehto from Finnish National Agency, Ludmila Latinau from Deutsche Welle Academy, and Maya Klaassen, our wonderful speaker today and long-term collaborator on Participation Resource Pool. Thank you all. The most popular nomination category, the most diverse one, and hence the most difficult to evaluate, was the one I saved for the dessert. Youth participation category saw 52 youth projects among its nominees. And it was a tough job to give all of them the time and attention they deserve. But our very own and dear youth participation coordinator at SALTO PI, Alexandra Marquez de la Fonseca, along with the jury board, were a bunch of tough cookies. Lana Pasic from EU Council of Europe Partnership, Suzanne Gardinger from Ray Network, Cristiana Xenofontos, last year's awards winner and representative of the European Youth Forum, a youth trainer, Anna Catarina Morgado, and special thanks go to Flavio Ramos from Youth Division at the Municipality of Porto for giving a word today. Would you believe me if I said that I'm done? Hell no. Our team would not have been so strong without Kelly Hrupa, our magic wand, our all-rounder, and simply the one that gets shit done. And neither we would have so much fun tonight without our dear host, Valerie Sarle, rocking the stage for the past 2 hours. Woohoo! And it wasn't an easy task to put an online event like this. And I wouldn't be myself if I forgot to say how professional and sharp is the venue team from Videal here in Black Box Studio T1 in Tallinn, who made it possible for all of you, dear viewers, to witness us today. It has been 8 incredible months. Yet our mission remained the same: to call out for the youth projects across countries and continents and make the most exciting of them shine at least a tiny bit brighter than they already do. And for what I can say today, our mission is accomplished, but we are not stopping here. The projects will get promoted to the furthest ends of SALTO network and hopefully beyond. That's where we all can step in. If you are, like me, the believer in quality-first approach, please help to spread the word about these great projects we've seen here today, about the event, and about SALTO work in general. Tell your friends, your colleagues, your social media followers about us, and perhaps it will be your mention that will eventually reach the heart of another young leader whose name we'll hear on this very stage next year. Thank you all for watching us. And now I leave it all to the tunes of Neon Fear, right across of me on that stage. Let's get the party started.